Hello y'all, come on in. I thought I would hop on live today. I am working smarter, not harder, so I'm seeing you guys on Facebook and you guys over here on YouTube. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I thought I would hop on. I just got off of our live in our private designer circle group. Let me show you what we made over there. We made this gorgeous floral wreath. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? Turned out so pretty, and it had me inspired to just keep on designing. So I thought we would hop on over. I don't really have a plan for this one other than I want to use up the rest of my scraps that I have in my barrel over here. So I did not go out and pull anything. I have scraps. So we're going to try to use a design or make a design using some of these scraps, and we'll see how it goes. It's either going to be a hot mess or it's going to turn out okay. We'll see how it goes. So I'm just using this little container. This is a new one we have, and I've never worked with this type of container before that I can think of. So I thought, well, why not? Let's give it a try. Something different. I like the shape of it. So I'm just going to moss it. I'm going to put my pans, there we go. I already previously sprayed it with some gaps and cracks, which is just insulation foam. So it's been sitting for quite a while. But you can just go in with floral foam too. Whichever you prefer. I just find the gaps and cracks is easy, and get a can. I can spray a whole bunch of containers all at once. And then I let them sit, and I have them ready for when I decide I'm ready to use them. I'm just going to kind of lightly moss this, because our floral should cover up most of our, mechanics. If you guys are hopping on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. And since I'm multitasking on different platforms today, if I miss your comments, I will go back and answer any questions that you have, or say hello later. But I'll do my best to try to catch y'all as you come in. But let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to see where you guys are at in the country, or across the pond, or wherever you're watching from. Okay, probably just made a really funny face there. How to get that one in there. All right, I think we're good enough for now on the moss. We can add more later. And I just like to buy these big boxes of super moss from Amazon. That's where I get my moss from. I have it in the brown and the green. So I just went with green since I'm going to be doing some springy colors, but it really doesn't matter. It's going to get covered up. All right. So let's grab one of our scrap greeneries here. And I think I want this sort of maybe an asymmetrical type design with the way this planter is. I don't know. Like I said, we're gonna experiment. East Tennessee, welcome. And Savannah, thank you guys for popping in and watching me. I've been to Tennessee, but it's been a long time. And I love Savannah. I don't love the humidity y'all have there, but such a beautiful city. Okay. So I think with this one, give it a good bend. And I think I want it to kind of go like here. You know, but I need to see if I have another piece of this, because if I don't, yes I do. Okay, good. Because if I don't, we're gonna have to make some modifications, but I do. So I'm just gonna take a floral pin, and I'm just gonna pin this into my container. Y'all over there on YouTube, if your guys are commenting, I cannot see comments. I have not gone live very much on YouTube. I'm really gonna work at getting into more of a cadence with that. But I'm not seeing comments, so. Oh, now I can see a comment. You can hardly hear me. Okay, I will try to speak louder. I need to get me a good microphone that I can use because I'm recording you guys over here on my tablet. Yes, the humidity is terrible. I can't handle the heat anymore. When I was younger, put me outside in the sun, I was good to go. But the older I get, I cannot do the heat, cannot do the humidity. So we just moved from Texas to Oklahoma. Texas had it bad too, not near as bad as Savannah. Oklahoma, we have it, not near as bad. So I'm just going to cut this one down to a couple little pieces. Okay. And I think this one I'm going to go down this way. Remember, I'm going to try to do sort of an asymmetrical design. Oklahoma, does this type of plant do with for after the thing, or will you? I'm not sure I understand the comment. The comment disappeared on me really quick, so I will go back and answer you at the end. These are all artificial plants. Okay, I'm doing a silk floral arrangement. That's what I do. It is very rare that I will do real flowers, although I do like working with real flowers, but these are artificial. This particular one is a ficus branch. I really like it. We don't have any more in the shop. Hopefully I can restock it soon. I'm just waiting on the supplier to get some more in. Okay, and this one I'm just going to kind of come forward. Like I said, I don't have a plan for this. We're winging it. Hopefully it turns out cute. If not, that's okay. You know what? Don't be afraid to just try something, and if you don't like it, you can just take them out. That's the good thing about the artificial and silk flowers. You can take them out and you can start over. And if you're not real comfortable with where you're going, you don't even have to glue it. Just start putting stuff in there, and then you can go back and glue later if you need to. I'm just going to commit to it, and then I'll pull it out if I don't like it. So I'm just kind of supporting this one because it's kind of up, supporting it with some more pins. Hi, how are you? How are you, my friend? I'm so sorry that you're at work. Hopefully your work day is almost over. Hopefully it's almost over. Where do you work at? If you can say. If you can't say, you don't have to say. But if you can say, where are you working at? Somewhere fun? Okay, so there's our starting shape. Now let me see what I want to go in with. I think I've got these two greeneries. One is a marlberry spray, and the other one, does it even have the name on it? No, I can't remember. Can't remember what this one's called. This is really pretty, so let's add some of this. I think it's called something with an S. Scheffleria, I don't know. Don't get me started with the names of these things. Do not get me started, and then you got to try to pronounce them on top of that. Okay, I'm going to set my little tags aside. Custom furniture store. I design and style. Ooh, that is fun. Now that would be a fun job. I mean, you may disagree with me, but it sounds fun. Sounds fun. Okay. So I think I want a couple of these in here, because why not? This one I think I'm going to go more straight down like that, and then we can just kind of blend it with that one. Ooh, isn't that pretty? I could just do an arrangement with all greenery. I love greenery. Okay, and then this one, I'm gonna go down. YouTube, are you still having trouble hearing me if you're watching? I bought a microphone, but I can't figure it out. You know, me and technology. I put it on and I don't hear nothing. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong with it, but I'm gonna have to YouTube it. I'm gonna have to figure out how to use my microphone. Okay. But I'll try to talk louder. So that's what we got so far. Let's get some florals in here. I still got one piece of it, each of these. Remember, we're using up the scraps. Oh, I do have another one of those over there if I need it. Well, let's go in with these beautiful cosmos. Aren't those pretty? I love these. These are one of my favorites from this season. I've got them coming in cream next week. So excited. I think next year when I order, you know, we go to market for supplies back in June. So June is for the following spring. So I ordered stuff back in June of last year, and I should have ordered all the colors. So anyway, when I go in June, I'm going to try to order all the colors. How do I decide how many different types of greenery to be used in an arrangement? That is a very good question, and it just depends. As you can see, I did not have a plan when I came into this design. I'm just using scraps. So that's the fun thing about floral design, especially with arrangements. There are no rules. However, I would say I would typically try to pull in 2 to 3 different types of greenery. That's just my personal preference. That's usually what I do. But there's no rules. Some designs might have 4 or 5 types of greenery. But I would say most of them are going to have at least 2. At least 2. Just because you want to pull all the things together. We want to try to make it look as natural as possible and as real as possible when you're doing silk floral arrangements, because you're not working with real flowers, you're working with faux flowers. So having a couple different types of greenery just kind of ties it all together. But again, there's no rules. There's definitely no rules. And then a lot of times, like, so we have 2 greeneries here, but like on our florals, they will also have greenery. So that will then give you another type of greenery that kind of gets blended all together. So hopefully that makes sense. Yes, the cosmos are so pretty. Yeah, luckily I have a lot of the pink left, which is good. I've been using a lot of them. But I can't wait to get all the different colors next season. I could order them, you know, and try to get some more in. Like I said, I got cream coming, but by the time I get them, I don't know if it's too late in the season. So I don't know. I'll just wait till next year, I guess. I'll be patient. All right, so we're gonna get some of these added, and they're gonna have some movement. Now I like to give them a little bit of a bend. You don't usually see flowers growing straight up. Okay, so we're going to have some different heights on these. And if they're not tall enough, if you need a taller stem, you can just put a pick on it. Those are pretty. Not pretty. So pretty. All right. So let's get one maybe right over here. So we use some of these in that wreath I showed you guys, the really pretty floral wreath back there. We used all these, and so these are the flowers that are left over. That's why I was going to try to come on and just create something that would kind of use up the rest of these. And get them one, I'm gonna go down. Someone on YouTube is watching. Could you drop me a comment just so I can see if the comments are coming in? Just say hi or give me a little wave, something. I just want to see if the comments are working. I saw something a while ago and it went away real quick, so I don't know if they're still working or not. Okay, this one I'm going to cut down just a little bit. So I'm going pretty fast, but in our design group, you know, at a little bit more at a slower pace. We would love to have you guys over there. If you're interested in learning silk floor design, just hit me up, send me a message. We do have a free trial on our membership, so you can look at all the library and cancel. We would, you know, if you want to, we would love to have you stay, but we're not always a fit for everybody. I understand that, so I wanted to give you guys a free trial. And we have our founding members pricing through April the 1st. After April the 1st, it's going up. So hit me up and I'll send you the link for that. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Isn't it gorgeous? Ooh, I love how this is turning out. So pretty. Okay, now we're going to do some lower in the center. So we've got high, we've got low, we're doing asymmetrical. We're going to don't do that. We've got some right here. We're going to put some right here in the center. Don't break your container. Luckily, this thing is, it's thick, thick metal. So. Okay, I'm going to do one on this other side over here. So y'all let me know, do you guys, those of you that are watching, do you like to craft and make floral arrangements? Or do you do other type of crafts or wreaths? What is your craft of choice? Do tell, do tell. Okay, isn't this gorgeous so far? So pretty. So pretty. Okay, we've got one more. So let me see. Almost thinking I either want it to come down a little bit more like this, or to put one a little lower in the middle there. I think I'm gonna go long. I think. And Chris, no, I don't. I may try to get some. If I do another shipment with this particular company, then I'm definitely gonna order some. But you have to, a lot of times when you buy wholesale, you have to have a whole pallet full, or a minimum in order to be able to purchase. And so I would need to have other things that I'm gonna order with it. So if I do place another order, if I have to do a restock order with this company, I'm gonna get all the colors. But if not, then I know we got cream coming, so we'll have pink and cream, which will be really pretty. Okay, so here we go. This is what we have so far. These type of containers, this would be really pretty for like a wedding or like an event. Those would be really pretty. Very elegant looking. Okay, so we've got our cosmos. I don't think I have any more of those in my stash. I do not. Remember, we're using up what's in my bucket. Trying to get rid of some things. Let's go in with some of these peonies. So we have two different bundles of these. We have this one is, and I've already used half of it. I used 1.5 on that other wreath. So we have two different types of these. One, it's about this amount. It's a cheaper price, but you only get this amount. And then I wish I would have had a full bush, but this particular one I'm using is like double the size of this when you get it. So, but use whatever little peonies you have. Doesn't even have to be peonies. You could use little roses would be pretty. Okay. I need a taller one too over here. So let me see if I can cut this a little longer. That makes sense, Chris. Good. Yeah. I wish I could just, call them up and, have them like Amazon. Send me a box tomorrow. That would be wonderful. Of course, I'd get myself in trouble. I would get myself in trouble. But you gotta have a pallet or a minimum. And I just ordered with them, but I already had a pallet full, so I would have had to create a whole nother pallet. And I got some other things coming from some other suppliers, so I had to wait. Okay, I just put that one right there. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I need another long one. And I think I'm gonna try, so today is what, Thursday? I think I'm gonna try, now y'all don't hold me to this, but I think on Wednesdays, start next week, I think on Wednesdays I'm gonna try to start going live. Now I can't guarantee it'll be every week, just depends on what we got going on, but I think I'm gonna try on Wednesdays to start going live. Both on Facebook and over here on YouTube. So that, on YouTube, that'll take the place. I normally post a video on Wednesday and then again on Sunday. Usually the Wednesday ones are kind of just little simple projects. So I think the live will kind of take the place of that. All right. We need one right here. Okay, this particular leaf right here, I'm not digging the placement on that one, so I'm going to cut it out. And let's hit it with some glue in there. Okay, so we've kind of got a few over here. Oh, thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. It definitely helps when you're able to go to market. So trust me, I've bought some duds. Because when I just bought online, they look pretty online, and then you get them in, and they're not so nice. So it definitely helps going to market and being able to actually touch and feel them. So that's really why I, unless I just, for whatever reason, can't make it to market, I really try to go to market. That way I can really touch and feel and get an eye for what I'm buying. Now there's some things I bought, you just, because they go on sale or whatever, and you just want to try it, so I'll grab them. But for the most part, I'd say what's in the shop I've actually seen most of the time. So I can vouch for it, if that makes sense. All right, so I'm just going lower with some of these. Okay, we're still sort of keeping our asymmetrical shape. This one's up higher, this is kind of going lower, and then we're going to have a few kind of low in the center. What do you guys think so far? We're doing our pink explosion. That's what I call that wreath back there. I called it the pink explosion because it's just full of pink. Very monochromatic. This would be pretty for like Mother's Day too. Like I said, Mother's Day or like a bridal shower or a wedding, something like that. Got one more. We are going to use it because I'm not hanging on this one flower. That's what we have so far. Let me see where I want to use it. Let me see. I think we're going to go right there with it. Let me cut this little leaf off. There we go. What do y'all think? Pretty so far. We're winging it. Okay, what else do I have in my stash? I have 2 of our mini burgundy peonies. I have these globosa sprays. Those are fun. This is going to pull out, these would pull out the darker color pink, but we're still in our pink palette. So, yeah, I do too. I do too, Chris. I really gravitate to it. I tend to make a lot of monochromatic. Okay, so let's go in with a couple of these. And it usually ends up being a lot of pink monochromatic. Like that's what I say. You guys can tell I like pink, or I like greens and whites too, or the greens and creams. Those are my favorite. I have a hard time sometimes with the wildflower colors. Although I've done, oh, I already boxed it up. I would have showed you one. I just did one. Turned out really pretty, but it was wildflowers all over the board. Let me show you. I do have this wreath I just made that was. I used color in this one. Y'all look at that one. So I went wildflower. We did all the colors in this one. Isn't that gorgeous? This is another upcoming tutorial in our membership group. But I had to step out of my comfort zone on this one because I pulled in all the colors. We had it going on in that one. Okay, back to what we're doing here. Let's use a couple of these. Okay, keeping that one low. This one, we're going to go a little higher. I'm going to put it on a pick. Bringing in some of this color. Let's go on the back side. YouTube, how are we doing over there? Can you hear me? I'm going to put one on this side. Back over here. Now we need on this side. Let me see where I want this one. I think I want to pull it in. Maybe right in here. Okay. Hit it with some glue. Will I offer tutorials on Etsy? I do have a couple on Etsy, but that is a great question because I definitely need to put more on there. I have maybe just a handful, but yes, I will try. I'm going to put that on my to-do list. I will try to offer more on Etsy. So you can just you can just browse and get one of the tutorials if you don't want the membership. Great reminder. I definitely need to do that. But there are a couple, but not many. Okay, now I'm going to go in with these little globosa sprays. These are fun. They got a little berry vibe to them. So we're going to add a couple of these, and that'll bring in a little bit more of this darker pink. We need a tall one for over here. We need to get in over on this end to bring some of this color over here. See if I can get it in here without my pick. Nope. Need to put a pick on that one. Okay. What do y'all think so far? Pretty. I'm gonna add a couple more little pieces. Not too bad for winging it. I think we're doing pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna put this little piece right in the center, because remember our center on an asymmetrical design, our center is the low point. So I have that one just kind of peeking up there. Hi from Northern California. Well, hello. Is it Gloria? What part of Northern California are you from? I'm familiar with some of Northern California. My husband's family was in the Napa Valley. So we visited there quite often. San Francisco, Napa Valley, all that area. Love the weather there. Okay, this one I'm going to pull back out and put it on a pick, and I'm going to cut the stem down just a hair. It was fighting me a little bit. Yeah, my pick machine tried to give me a wonky one. Try it again. There we go. YouTube, I'm still not seeing comments, so if you're watching, I will go back afterwards and see if you guys have any comments, and I'll answer you guys when we're done. I don't know if it's just I'm not seeing any or you guys are just quiet today. So here is what we have so far. Isn't that gorgeous? 1.5 hours north of Sacramento. Napa Valley is so nice. Yes, isn't it gorgeous? And I'll tell you, one of my favorite cities over that way. Absolutely love it. And I may be pronouncing the name wrong. Yountville? Yountville? Oh, dreamy. Let me shut my door. Dreamy, dreamy little town. I could never afford to live there, but my husband and I used to go there and visit quite often because I love that little town. Oh, this is turning out so pretty. I love it. Okay, what do we have left in the bucket? I have some a couple little cherry blossoms. So let me see. May not have enough to add these, but we'll see. I don't know if just two. I'm not going to glue it just yet because I want to see if I like it since we've only got two. Because, you know, I'm using up my scraps, so I'm not going to open another bush. Let me see if I can push that in without a pick. Okay, well, I don't hate it. We'll do it, and then I'll add the little baby one there in the center. So let me hit it with the glue now. Just brings a little different floral in there. Okay, let me put this little baby piece on a pick. Oops. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love green. Oh, don't get me started on the greenery. Can never have too much greenery. Okay, I'm just putting that one right there in the center because again, this is kind of our low point. So I think it's looking pretty good. I've got what's left in the stash. The only florals I have left in the stash is some of this bush, which we're not going to do we're keeping it monochromatic, so maybe we can pull in a couple of the little pink bits. I won't be able to get rid of the bush, but we can use a couple of the pink pieces off of here. I have 3 pieces. We could pull in the white too. I don't know. Should we pull in some of the white just leave it all pink? Y'all let me know. What do you think? Right, Kim? Me neither. Me neither. Never know when to stop. We've got a lot of greenery in the shop. And Mom was on earlier watching. I don't know if she still is, but she gets to package it all up and try to find places in the warehouse of where to put it all. She's ready for me to stop buying. Okay, I'm just going to tuck a couple of those little pieces in here just because I'm trying to use these up. Y'all let me know if we should go with the white or just leave it pink. I'm undecided. Undecided. I think this one we'll put on the side. Okay, while I wait for comments to catch up, well, let me grab a drink. Getting a little thirsty. Okay, so I tucked in a couple of those little pink pieces. We don't have any on this side, which I would have, normally if I was pulling florals, I would have, you know, have another one like on this side just to kind of help balance it out. Which we could pull. Let me pull this one back out. Let me see something, because I could pull this over here. This is just me being picky. But we can pull that. That way we have the pink all the way through. There we go. So, okay, one more time. Should we pull in the white? Let's just cut one off. Should we pull in the white or leave it all pinks? For those that I still have that are still hanging with me, let me know. Should we pull in white or leave it all pink? So let me just put one in here so you can see. I won't glue it. That's with the white. What do y'all think? I think I've got 3 of these. I'm not going to glue it. I'm just going to cut them. And then we can decide. I mean, it's pretty either way. It's just, I'm trying to decide if I want to stay all pink or add a few of these little white pieces in here. Okay, so I tucked one right there. I've only got the 3 because we're using up scraps in this design. So that's just going to leave me with the yellow. We'll have to save that. That's my scrap bucket over there. Okay, so we have white, white. You think all pinks, Chris? It's kind of what, you know, that's where I was going with originally. And since I've only got 3, I think you're probably right because we wouldn't have a whole lot of white in here. And we got a lot of pinks, so that would be we would only have 3 little pops of white, so yeah. So I think I'm gonna leave it out. If I had more, then we could talk about it. So we'll save that. Okay, so I think that's all the florals I have. Yes, that's all the florals I have. So we're gonna fill it in, the rest of it with greenery. You have a cart of greenery I need to get. Well, send it on through and Mama will get it packaged and sent out to you. Okay, I'm going to add a couple of these little pieces. We're going to start filling in now a little bit. We're going to leave this one a little bit more, you know, you'll still be able to see through it. It's not going to be super clustered, but we can always go, I can go back and hit it with some moss, or moss if we need to. But I'm just going to tuck a few of these little pieces in here. And again, I don't remember what this one's called. I want to say it's like Schefflera. I don't know. Y'all don't get me started on trying to pronounce it. But I'm just tucking a couple of these little pieces in here. like this one too. It's very delicate. It's got delicate little leaves, but it's really pretty. See, it's got delicate leaves. So I have to just kind of reinforce it. Yeah, Kim, me too. I love all the greenery. Okay, this one I may have to wrap. It came right out of my little, I'm just going to set it aside because I have another one. And I like finding like the more unique greenery. Like this is one you don't see all the time. So I like finding like the unique types of pieces. Like the spiderwort, we've got the spiderworts in. I love using that one too because it's something different. I don't think that one went in the foam very well. Oh, let me get a pick on it. Oh, something fell over there. I don't know if y'all heard that. Okay, I'm just gonna fill in now a little bit with this extra greenery, and I think we're gonna be pretty much done. Does anybody have fun plans for the weekend? I'm hoping we are getting to, hoping we get to unpack a little bit this weekend. Kim, the spiderwort, is that what you're talking about, or this one? I love them both. Just know if you get this one, they're super pretty, but the little leaves are very delicate. They're very realistic. So you might just have to hit the edge with just a little bit of glue, which is probably what I should have done. Just a little bit of glue so that they stay on. Because they're very lifelike. They're almost like real touch. Now the spiderwort, you don't have to worry about them. Both of them? Yes, I do too. Something different that you don't see. Alright, let's see how we're looking on this side. I gotta pick on this one. I'll show you in a second. I did one. I had to make another one yesterday that I used the spiderwort in. So I made this, I had to make, this one sold, well I sold one just like this, so I made another one. I've got this as a multiple, I keep knocking this thing over, as a multiple in the shop. But look at the spiderworts in there. That's so cute. No weekend plans here. You've got to work on 2, possible 3 arrangements. Yeah, but that's fun work, right, Chris? But anyway, look at the spiderworts in there. It's just something different that, like, I love adding those. Okay, back to this design. Had a jewelry moment. Okay, so let me see where we're at. I think we're almost done. I'm gonna add maybe one more piece in the center here. Okay, I'm tucking some of that in the center. I think we're pretty much done. So maybe I could do one more little piece there in the front. Let me see. Yeah. Right? Fun work. Still work, but it's fun work. At least you don't dread it. I gotta get another pick. I usually don't thread it unless I'm just having like a creator's block. And sometimes you just gotta step away. Step away and come back. Alright. Here it is. I have it written on the back of here. Schefflera leaf spray. Schefflera? Is that how you pronounce it? Schefflera leaf spray? So here we go, y'all. I think we're done. I think it turned out pretty good for winging it, using my scraps out of my scrap bucket. What do y'all think? Pretty pretty. Well, thank you guys for hanging out and watching with me. Again, I'm going to try to be live now on Wednesdays, probably around 2, but I'll make a post and let you know when I'm going to go live. If you catch the replay, you know, leave a comment, hashtag replay. I'd love to see who all watches this. Do the little sprinkle and all of that. It helps my channel and helps me grow, so I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out, all of you that's been chatting in the comments. It's been nice having someone to talk to while we design, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day and enjoy your weekend until next time. Bye, y'all.